I guess so this is Lane, and I just made the okay. I just made the video on me. Let me think. I just made the video on my top 3 favorite pictures, and and now this is a video on my top 3 least favorite pictures. And these are people I don't even got pictures. These are actually for features. Number 1. Let me think. I know these. It just, I don't know what order I want to put them in. Okay. I go this order. Least dangerous to the most dangerous. Right. Let me think. Kenneth Copeland. Number 1. He is a very, very bad, very fast teacher. Kenneth Copeland was the same preacher in very loose terms, and fast teacher that when was interviewed, I think it was by CNN, NBC, something along those lines, about why he don't fly a commercial, is because he said that he don't want to get in a large tube with demons. That's how he put it. And so since he don't fly a commercial, he flies private. And can afford it on a regular basis because he is into preaching the prosperity gospel, which is a very, very big false heresy, which basically says if you believe in my ministry on earth, that it's almost cultish in the way that he does it. He, from time to time, not just Kenneth Copeland. Goodness, who was it? That was this other guy who was infamous for asking like extreme amounts of money at a time for one person. I think it was like some $1,000-$2,000 per person at a time. And I was like, what? Like, that takes me months to make. $2,000. So you can imagine, and Copeland's not as bad in that way, but he is still a very fast teacher, and I do not recommend anybody listening to him. If anything, I recommend staying far away from him. He is ultra Pentecostal. He is definitely able to, in this way, fake miracles. He fakes miracles, and so that gets him more donations, more money. So he is a very bad fast teacher. Number 2, T.D. Jakes. T.D. Jakes is, I'm putting him at number 2 because he's widely known, but Kenneth Copeland's more widely known. And so he's not reaching as many people, probably. So, that being said, that T.D. Jakes doesn't have that big of a following compared to Kenneth Copeland. Yeah, that's probably it. But at the same time, T.D. Jakes also teaches something more dangerous, which is modalism. My goodness, my thoughts been getting me. I'm sorry. But modalism is a false heresy, which teaches that God, it completely denies the Trinity. It suggests that God is one person in 3 different modes or 3 different forms at a time. And so that makes me curious. According to modalism now, I can't talk, I'm sorry. Modalism, there we go. According to modalism, how would the events described in Jesus' baptism, how would that work? That's a good question to T.D. Jakes. T.D. Jakes, I'm asking you. Because you, T.D. Jakes, are one of the biggest false teachers promoting modalism to date. So I challenge you to answer me one good explanation. I guarantee you can do it. And number one is this might be a surprise, but I'm saying number one as him being who he is, because he's harder to spot as a false teacher, making him more dangerous. Number one, Stephen Furtick. Stephen Furtick, the way you spell his name, because I know I probably sound a little bit weird when I say his name. It's StevenFurtick. That's how you spell his name. Avoid him at all costs. He, at the time, if you don't slowly listen to his sermons will sometimes sound very biblical till you slow down, and I would never recommend somebody listening to his messages live. If you do, go back piece by piece, slowly analyzing it, and then comparing it to scripture. That's what I think actually everybody should do. Is like if somebody at your church got you called, maybe because like at college, I know for me, listening to some of my lectures would help me to learn and to retain it a little bit better. So I have a voice recorder, and that can actually help in learning and memorizing. And also, if you brought a voice recorder to your church, and one of the preachers there mentioned something that you couldn't hear, that you might have missed, something along those lines, you could pull it out, hit play, start listening to it, and then go back. When you get back to your house, listen to it, and at the same time as you're listening to it, write down exactly what he said, word for word, for about 10 seconds. Pause it, and then do the same thing about another 10 seconds. Pause it, write it down. Another 10 seconds, write the same thing. What he said down. Another 10 seconds till you finally go through the entire sermon. And then start reading the transcript. Where when you read the transcript, start comparing that to the Bible. Start comparing all of it to the Bible. And that can help you. And again, the reason Stephen Furtick is so dangerous is because he's got a massive number of different heresies. He's got way too many for me to mention. Let me think. And one of my favorite YouTube channels outside of my favorite preachers is a Christian channel named Fight for Truth. Colin Miller's the owner and operator of it, and he got out a number of Stephen Furtick's different heresies in the span of about probably 60 seconds. You're probably looking at about 10 to 15 different heresies in a 60-second span, and that was for one video, and that video spanned for probably 18 to 20 minutes. One video. I don't think I need to explain anymore why he's so dangerous. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe to those post notifications so you don't miss a beat. Till next time. Peace.